And what is good, y'all? Welcome back to the page. I am the Zod, or the Director Z, and Happy New Year. You know, content has once again taken a little stagnant period, but holidays, all that bullshit. I had a lot of stuff I needed to take care of, and we're good. But this year is not starting off well. So the reason this video is called Turo in Hot Water 2025 is because two very significant things happen involving cars. And they may or may not be connected, and they may or may not be acts of terrorism. So, first and foremost, this attack happened this morning in Las Vegas in front of, you guessed it, Trump International. And if you don't know, a Cybertruck was reportedly parking right outside of the hotel, and not even minutes later, an explosion goes off. Like, full detonation, it seems like. And if you actually look at the video, when you look it up, like literally just look up Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion, you'll see fireworks. Like when the explosion is going off, you will see fireworks. You will also see a fiery top come off of the Cybertruck. It's still kind of in somewhat of the same shape, but no one had entered the car. The driver was still in the Tesla. And if you look at the video, there's like a solid 5 minutes of a guy standing right there looking at that Tesla, sees the initial ignition and backs up, and then it's like the 4th of freaking July. It's insane. Now, whether or not this was coordinated or just badly planned remains to be seen. A lot of people are already marking this an act of terrorism. But if you thought that this was the only one that happened today, you're wrong. And yes, a person may be dead, and there may be tens or 15 people injured. But that's not the only thing that happened today. Another thing that happened was this man killed and hurt a number of people in New Orleans, just ramming his car into a crowd of innocent people, bystanders. For what reason, it still remains to be seen. But apparently, he's been identified as this guy who is a U.S.-born former veteran from Texas named Shamsud din Jabbar. And apparently he has very, very rough and extremist views that some veterans recalled but didn't report for some reason. So it's a bit of a head scratcher, is like, who overlooked this and why? And is it anyone else's fault? And could this attack also be connected with the Cybertruck situation in Las Vegas, considering both were happening in different places? But you're probably also wondering, well, how does it correlate that he might have had extremist views? Even on the police report and the FBI and CNN, when they were showing the back of this truck and this flag all covered up, it's because it's an ISIS flag. Literally. So, that attack happening on U.S. soil, I'm begging people to just be careful, be aware, and report anything you see, any kind of activity. Even if you feel like it's religious or political, it doesn't matter. You could have prevented someone, if you saw someone like this preparing something for, you could have prevented lives from being taken. Just simple as that. And it's not a political thing. It's not a religious prosecution thing. It's just the fact of the matter is that the person, this Shamsud din Jabbar, took an ISIS flag, put it at the back of his truck, ran into a bunch of people, and got out with a gun. It's a terrorist attack, people. Like the other one, we're not sure because, it went off. We're not sure if it was triggered or anything, or if it was an actual coordinated attack that was just badly planned and no one else was in the car but the driver. But the Tesla car still ignited, and there was still a number of fireworks that could have killed somebody. This actually killed people, and this actually got people seriously critically injured because of someone's extremist views, because of their. I don't know how this Shamsud din Jabbar became so extreme and also became a member of ISIS, but that remains to be seen. They just identified this guy today. And you're probably wondering, well, how are they connected? They both involve cars, but one was an explosion, one was a guy driving it and ramming into it, because they were both car rentals from the same car rental company that is called Turo. Now, the reason they're in hot water is because they both literally identified the fact that both of these trucks were rentals. So, whoever did these attacks in these cars specifically did not want their vehicle registration to get back to them. They specifically did not want them themselves to be identified and for all their information to get back. But Shamsud bin Jabbar got out of his car and started spraying with a gun. And the Tesla, only the driver was in there. No one else had gotten in there. No one else had gotten out. It just parked right in front of that Trump International, and a few minutes later, boom. So while they're connected through Turo, it remains to be seen what the goal was here or what was the premeditated attack that was meant to happen with the explosion. The one in New Orleans, though, is a completely different situation. But they were both connected through this car rental company, which is apparently some big Airbnb for cars. Apparently, the car is still owned by someone else. But in Turo, you could actually give someone partial ownership for a day or two or whatever. I'm not really sure how that works. But what's crazy is that a Tesla truck and a Ford truck were both rented by this company in completely different states. But both of them were done today. And both of them seemed to be making a statement and seemed to be wanting to injure innocent American lives. How could we have prevented this? What could have caused this? And what drove both of these situations to find the common ground that is this company? Has this company been used for criminal activity before? Will they acknowledge it or will they just take it out in court and just settle it or whatever? Remains to be seen. But Turo is definitely going to be investigated as people find out that more and more if this was a coordinated terrorist attack on both sides, in both New Orleans and in Las Vegas. So please, if you are a native of both of these places, please be careful. Please report whatever you see. And please, please, please look out for yourself. Look out for the ones you love. I think I already said that twice, but it's very scary times. The year just started. So try your best to just keep your level head and just be with your family and be with your loved ones and love with your whole heart and just be as happy as you can be because you never know when your day is your last. And that is all the more reason to live the fullest. And this shit is scary. I'll admit it. It's very scary. But we can't let it discourage us. We can't let it just, let ourselves hibernate until it's over because it might not be over. This whole Cybertruck burning in front of Trump International might be a huge omen for what's to come. And then there's the fact that there's may or may not be some kind of ISIS presence in New Orleans, Louisiana right now. Who knows? But all I can tell you right now is that all of this is very new and very fluid. And when more information comes out, I guarantee that it'll all come together and it'll all be much better to understand. And hopefully you'll feel safer. But as of right now, I don't. So I just wanted to put that out there and talk about this and be more consistent with my videos. Doom Prophecy video, full dissection and full reviews coming on Friday. Just want to make that clear. Go ahead and like and subscribe and click on whatever videos or links that you like from my page. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment if if this intrigued you. And thanks for watching. Later.